Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into a really foundational book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
That's right. A huge one in personal development.
Exactly. And we're using a detailed Hindi review as our guide here. Our goal really is to dig into why this book, written way back when, still matters so much today. We want to pull out that core wisdom for you.
Yeah, and think of this as maybe a shortcut. A way to grasp the mindset principles that honestly so many successful people seem to have used.
Right.
And the big idea we'll unpack right away is this. Success really does start in your head. If you're thinking, your beliefs, your plans. If that foundation is solid, you can achieve some pretty amazing things. Wealth, accomplishment, all of it.
Okay, so let's set the scene a bit. The book came out in 1937. That context is kind of important, isn't it?
Absolutely. Think about the time. The Great Depression era ending. People were looking for answers, for ways to rebuild.
And the story behind it is pretty wild. Napoleon Hill apparently spent, what, 25 years?
Yeah, something like that. A huge chunk of his life.
Studying over 500 successful individuals. And we're talking the big names, right? Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford, Thomas Edison.
Alexander Graham Bell,
Yeah.
I mean, the giants of that era. His whole aim was to figure out what they had in common. What were the repeatable principles behind their success?
And that's why it still clicks, I think, even though it's old.
Exactly. Because it's not about, specific business tactics from the 1930s that don't apply anymore.
Right.
It's about the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Thinking, belief, sticking with it.
Mhm.
That stuff doesn't really change, does it? Technology evolves, the world changes, but how our minds work towards a goal, that's pretty universal.
That's the timeless bit. And the core idea, the absolute heart of it, is that famous line, man can achieve whatever he can conceive and believe in.
hmm It sounds simple, almost like a slogan.
Yeah, but it's deeper than that, isn't it? Hill's
Okay.
saying it's not just about wanting something.
No, it's about truly conceiving it in your mind, making it real mentally, and then having absolute belief that it's possible for you. That's the starting point for everything else, like a mental blueprint you said earlier.
A blueprint. I like that.
And Hill doesn't just leave it there as some abstract idea.
Yeah.
He actually breaks it down into 13 core principles. It's a system, almost.
Okay, so let's walk through those. Where does this blueprint start?
It starts with desire, or harcha, as our source puts it.
Right.
And crucially, this isn't just a casual wish like, oh, I'd like to be rich. Hill means a burning, definite, all-consuming desire, almost an obsession. That's the fuel.
Got it. So, intense desire first. What's next?
Faith. This is the unwavering belief. Believing in yourself, yes, but also believing completely that you will achieve that specific desire. Without that rock-solid faith, Hill argues, doubts creep in and kill the whole thing.
Okay, so you need the desire and the belief. Then comes autosuggestion, right?
That job.
Autismasujav. This sounds a bit more active.
It is. This is where you actively program your subconscious mind. Hill was really specific here. Write down your goal, your desire. Read it aloud morning and night. Visualize yourself already having achieved it. Feel the emotions.
So you're constantly feeding this idea to your mind.
Exactly. Making it feel real before it is real externally.
Interesting. Principle 4.
Specialized knowledge. Hill think I shake you okay.
Yeah.
Hill made a big distinction here. General knowledge is fine, but for real success, you need deep, specialized knowledge in your chosen field. You need to be an expert or know how to get that expertise.
Makes sense. You can't just wing it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Number 5 is imagination. Galvin count this, Kalabana. He'll call this the workshop of the mind.
Workshop of the mind.
Yeah, it's where all plans are created, where you find new ideas, new solutions to problems. Especially for big goals, you need that creative, imaginative faculty, synthetic imagination, using old ideas in new ways, and creative imagination, tapping into new insights.
So imagination fuels the plan, which leads us to...
Organized planning. Organized planning. Sangati Jana. This is critical. Desire and imagination are great, but without a practical, organized plan, they just stay dreams.
Right. You need the steps.
You need the steps. You need to figure out how you're going to achieve the desire. And importantly, you need to work with others, maybe form alliances, to put the plan into action. The plan likely needs adjusting too.
Okay. Planning, then decision.
Yeah, again, what's the key here?
Speed and firmness. Hill observed that successful people make decisions quickly and firmly, and they change them slowly, if at all.
So avoiding procrastination and second guessing.
Exactly. Indecision, he thought, was a major enemy of success. Just make the call and move forward.
Got it. Next up.
Persistence. Amazing. Like prayers. This one's huge. Our review really emphasized this too.
Sticking with it. Yes, but it's more than just stubbornness. It's having the willpower to keep going, especially when you hit obstacles or face temporary defeat, as Hill called it. Seeing failure not as failure, but as feedback.
That requires real mental toughness.
Absolutely. Number 9 is the Mastermind Alliance, Sahayog Samu. This is a concept Hill is really famous for.
What does that mean exactly? Like teamwork?
Sort of, but more specific. It's forming a group, even just 2 people, who work together in total harmony towards a shared, definite purpose. Hill believed that when minds collaborate like this, they create a sort of third mind, an intelligence greater than the sum of its parts.
Interesting, like a synergistic effect.
Precisely. Then, number 10, the subconscious mind. Enes, man. We touched on this with autosuggestion.
Right.
Hill saw the subconscious as this fertile ground where the seeds of thought grow. You have to consciously plant positive, constructive thoughts related to your desire because the subconscious accepts whatever you feed it, positive or negative, and works to bring it into reality.
So guard your thoughts carefully.
Very carefully. Okay, 11 is the brain.
Cool.
Plasticic. Hill had a kind of almost metaphysical view here.
How so?
He described the brain as like a broadcasting and receiving station for thought vibrations. He believed focused thought could connect you to other minds, especially within a mastermind group, and even tap into a larger intelligence.
Okay, that's getting a bit more esoteric.
It does. Which leads into 12, the sixth sense. Karajengya.
Jati Indriya.
Intuition, gut feeling.
Kind of. Hill described it as the pinnacle of applying all the other principles. It's when your subconscious connects with what he called infinite intelligence. You start getting insights, hunches, flashes of inspiration, seemingly out of nowhere. It's wisdom beyond just logical reasoning.
Developed through experience and applying the principles, you mean?
Yes, exactly. It's not just something you're born with, in his
Yeah.
view. And finally, number 13, overcoming fear. Driderian J. Darpar Vijay.
This feels crucial. Absolutely fundamental. Hill identified 6 basic fears: poverty, criticism, ill health, loss of love, old age, and death, and argued that these fears paralyze us. They are the biggest roadblocks to achievement. You have to conquer them.
Wow. Okay, that's quite a list. 13 principles.
It is. And covering them like this, you see how they build on each other, right?
Yeah.
From just a desire all the way to intuitive wisdom and conquering fear.
Definitely. So, looking back at the book, what makes it stick? Why is it still so popular after all this time?
Well, I think a big part is the storytelling. Hill uses stories about Edison failing thousands of times or Ford's persistence. These really bring the principles to life.
Makes it relatable, not just abstract theory.
Exactly. And our review pointed this out too. It really focuses on changing your thinking. It gives you a sense of control, boosts your self-confidence, makes you feel like, yes, I can influence my outcomes.
That internal shift is powerful.
Hugely. And you can see its influence, can't you? The review mentioned books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad or The Secret.
Oh, yeah. You can definitely see echoes of Hill's ideas there.
Absolutely. He really laid the groundwork for a lot of modern self-help thinking about mindset and manifestation.
Now, it's not perfect, right? Our source mentioned some criticisms, the language, for instance.
Yeah, inevitably. It was written in 1937. Some of the phrasing, some examples, they can feel a bit, well, dated
Yeah.
of their time.
Understandable.
And another point raised was that it's not exactly a paint-by-numbers guide.
Yeah.
It's not like step 1, do this, step 2, do that. It's teaching a whole philosophy, a way of thinking, which is powerful, but maybe less immediately actionable for someone looking for quick, tactical advice. It can feel a bit philosophical sometimes.
Right, more about mindset transformation than a simple checklist.
Exactly.
So considering all that, who is this book really for? Who benefits most from digging into Think and Grow Rich?
Well, the review suggested a pretty broad audience, actually. Entrepreneurs, obviously.
Yeah.
Students trying to figure things out. Professionals looking to advance. Business people.
Basically, anyone aiming for success.
Pretty much. Anyone looking to build that inner confidence and achieve something significant. The principles are quite universal, touching on ambition, wealth, career, life goals in general.
So wrapping up, what's the core message we should take away?
I think the main thing is that this isn't just, another pump you up motivational book. It's genuinely designed to be a mindset changing book.
Right.
Applying these principles, really internalizing them, as the review suggests, could genuinely shift how you approach everything, your career, your finances, your whole definition of success.
Yeah.
It's about that fundamental internal change.
Okay, so here's something for you, the listener, to think about. In today's world, we're flooded with information, quick tips, life hacks, external strategies. What's the real power, maybe the unique power, in turning inwards and focusing deeply on these timeless principles of thought, belief, and persistence that Hill talks about? What stands out to you from this deep dive that you might actually use starting today?